that we've taken some time in the previous video to look at how early responsibility has shaped us, a lot of things are beginning to make sense, especially with what our bodies has been trying to say. We learned early that being helpful brought approval, and that being capable brought acceptance. We also learned something else quietly. We learned to override ourselves because we understood that being tired didn't stop the expectations, and that slowing down didn't earn the same recognition as pushing through. So we adapted, and over time, our bodies learned to speak more quietly, not because they had nothing to say, but because we wasn't taught how to listen. That's where those quiet signals come in. Not dramatic ones, not obvious ones, but small, persistent ones that show up again and again. So as a result, we end up snapping more easily than we want to, feeling constantly on edge, like our nervous systems never quite settles. And at first, we don't even question it. We assume this is stress, or a busy season, or part of being an adult. But then, the body starts speaking louder. We have tightness in the chest that lingers, even when nothing is wrong. Stress headaches that we push through because we learn to call them normal. We fall asleep the moment we finally sit down, not because we're lazy, but because we've been running on empty far too long. And these aren't character flaws, they're signals. But because we learned early to associate worth with doing, we explain them away. We tell ourselves, I just need to try harder. I can't slow down yet. People need me. I'll rest when. And you know, somehow, that when never comes. So we keep moving, even when our bodies are asking us to stop. And over time, this begins to shape our entire days. We start waking up already tired, like sleep didn't actually restore anything. Our minds are running before our feet even hit the floor. We forget simple things like, where did I put those keys? Why did I walk into this room? We feel guilty when we sit down, like rest has to be earned. We feel overwhelmed by small decisions that never really used to feel heavy before. We feel irritated by noise, by interruptions, by one more thing being asked of us. And sometimes we don't even recognize ourselves in these reactions. We feel like we always trying to catch up with a life that keeps moving faster. We notice we don't laugh as easily as we used to. Or when we do laugh, it fades quickly because the list is still there. We feel exhausted, but unable to rest. And sometimes we feel a deep loneliness even when we are surrounded by people who love us. Because no one sees what we're carrying inside. And the hardest part is many of us don't even realize these are signals. We just assume this is who I've become. But what if all the signals that you've been experiencing is not who you really are? What if their communication, a quiet request for care we never was taught how to answer? Okay, so I know this was a lot, and it's okay if this landed deeper than you expected. You don't need to analyze all of this tonight. You don't need to be harder on yourself. And you definitely don't need to keep scanning your body for what's next. You can just take this time to sit here for a moment, knowing that this is a soft place to breathe. You're allowed to rest here. So rest.